Us, winter's coming.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krizo checking back in with another video, and we're gonna start this video off a little bit different with some updates live from Las Vegas. Huge shout out to Fozzy Fitness. I seen him do something similar to this, and I really enjoyed it. So you guys are currently looking at Camp Jansen in Las Vegas at the Dragon Layers gym. Let's start with the man himself, Nick Walker. Whether you like him or hate him, he's definitely a serious threat to their top 6 this year. Arnold Classic winner in 2021. Top 5 in his first Mr. Olympia. Next to him, we have Charles the Definition Griffen. Charles is really going to fight to get into their top 10 this year. I've talked to Charles. It isn't false hope. This guy really means business. He's really been putting in work. And we also have Sean Clarita, the Giant Killer. Will he be able to reclaim their 212 Olympia title this year? Most people have him winning it. And we can't forget about the coach himself, Matt Jansen, one of the best coaches today. We still have Honey ran by Chad Nichols, but Matt Jansen and Patrick Tour, those are two pretty good guys. Now we also have the Oxygen Teams Gym in Las Vegas, Brandon Curry, Ahmad Eshkanani, Patrick Johnson. Brandon Curry is a guy almost everyone is counting out for some very odd reason, but a few people have seen images of Brandon and they're very confident that he will not be out of their top 2 and he could potentially win this year. Ahmad Eshkanani, this guy has never been out of the top 6 at the 212 Olympia. Some people are counting him out. A lot of people just think it's Kamal and Sean Clarita, but they have to get past Angel. They have to get past Ole Crivy, maybe even Keone Pearson and Ahmad Eshkanani. And Patrick Johnson, this guy isn't talked about at all. He beat James Hollingshead at this year's Arnold Classic UK, so he definitely has to be a threat if you see James getting into their top 10, top 15. And we also have some very good athletes from Brazil in Las Vegas training at the Dragon Layers gym. And after you guys finish this video, if you haven't done so already, go over to Flex Lewis' channel. He's done a podcast with Ramon Dino, Horse MD. Also did one with Rafa Brandeo. But Horse MD isn't competing, but I'm glad to see he's around Ramon. Hopefully this motivates him to get back to that stage. Now we also have the classic physique phenoms, Ramon Dino, Urs Kalasinski. Now with these guys being so close in placings, a lot of people may think they're enemies, but as you guys can see, they're very good friends. A lot of people have Ramon edging out Urs Kalasinski. He beat him at the Arnold Classic, but it looks like Urs is going to bring a crazy level of conditioning this year that no one else in the top 5 may have. And let's take a look at 2 of the most genetically gifted athletes in the sport of bodybuilding currently, the prodigy Keone Pearson and the myth Andrew Jack. Andrew doesn't have a nickname, but the myth does sound pretty good. Credit to Sergio Sr. I'm excited to see both of these guys at this weekend's Mr. Olympia. Andrew said this is his first year. He's just going there to have fun. But next year, Andrew said it's going to be a fight for second place because he's coming for that title. And don't worry, guys, we will get into some physique updates soon, but I did want to share Samson Dowda and Rafa Brandeo. These 2 guys had 2 very great battles last year, the Romania Pro and Prague Pro. Samson won Prague, Rafa won Romania. And once again, 2 guys close in placings. You may think they have something against each other, but they're very good friends. But let's get into the actual physique updates for today, starting off with Nick Walker. These updates were about a day, maybe 2 days ago. Nick is looking very good ahead of this year's Olympia. And honestly, with us being so close to this year's show, isn't really much to say. Nick Walker is freaky, he's big, he's conditioned. It's very possible he places within that top 5. But with the rise of all of these more aesthetic physiques, if they come in condition, it's possible that Nick Walker slips. But we will see in a few days, and we won't have to speculate for much longer. Now, in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Iain Valliere. And hopefully this look of Iain's quads is able to transfer to this year's Olympia stage. At 1 or 2 days out, Iain's quads always look very separated. And I'm not sure if it's nerves or just a mind-muscle connection issue. Every time he's on stage, his quads seem to lack detail, but I think it's just because he isn't flexing them. I'm very excited to see Iain Valliere. I think he's going to shock a few people. Now, switching over to James Hollingshead, we have a recent update from him. Regardless where James places at this year's Olympia, this year will be better than last year. He came in over-dieted. He had a really rough year. At some points, I honestly thought he was going to stop bodybuilding. James started working mostly by himself, a little bit with trained by JP. He came in 3rd at the Arnold UK and then won a pro show, headed to this year's Olympia. Now, in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Charles Griffen posted up by Matt Jansen. And I do believe we're going to see a version of Charles Griffen we've never seen before at this year's Olympia. This guy's in the best condition of his life, it looks like. Now, Charles is probably very depleted here, but I think he could change his feet position maybe to close the gap in between the legs. And in the future, he could also work on bringing up some of the back density. But Charles is one of the guys I'm most excited to see at this year's Olympia. Now, switching over to 212, a small update from Keone Pearson. Keone is sitting at 201 pounds this morning, and I'm actually glad to hear that. Keone doesn't have to be 212 pounds to be the Olympia champion of this division. I'm really excited to see this guy, man. Hopefully he nails it. Keone has all the potential in the world. He just has to come in condition and control the midsection in between poses. We also have a small update from Ramon Dino ahead of this year's Olympia. I've heard he's currently about 4 to 6 pounds above the weight cap. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but Ramon is looking absolutely incredible right now. On paper, after the Arnold Classic, Ramon is already the third best classic athlete in the world, and I think he's going to solidify that at this year's Olympia. Also, I hope Ramon has improved his posing as well. Chris Bumstead, Terrence Ruffin, Urs Kalasinski, some of the best posers in bodybuilding, so he definitely has to step it up. Now, I've been forgetting to talk about this update. Mike Sommerfeld with Brandon Curry at the Dragon Layers gym. Mike is looking incredible this year. And I know we talk about Ramon, we talk about Urs, Breon, Chen Kang, Fabian Meyer, and Mike Sommerfeld. These guys can really sneak up into their first call out. It's very possible. Both of those guys come in great condition. It seems like they've both improved. I'm excited for every division at this year's Olympia. Also in Classic Physique news, an update from Wesley Vissers. Wesley is a fan favorite. No one really understands why he places where he does. But let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys know how close Wesley is to hitting their weight cap? I think he could use a little more size in the legs, and that's maybe why he doesn't place within the top 10. But then again, he could just be trying to hit the weight cap, and once he fill out, he may look a lot better. Let me know what you guys think about that. And we also have one more update of Dancovea Anderson ahead of this year's Olympia. And as I mentioned in the past, Dancovea has an incredible structure, but will he be in Olympia level conditioning? Classic Physique prejudging is 4 days away. And in this specific update, one of his legs looks smaller than the other. I would say that's because of the angle. And I also see a small imbalance between the arms. But let me know what you guys think. Will this guy be in shape? And I'm going to end this video here with a question for you guys. Who places higher at this year's Olympia? Not who you want to place higher, but when the smoke clears, will Hunter Labrada, the 4th best bodybuilder in the world currently on paper, or Michael Krizo place higher at this year's Olympia? You guys let me know in the comment section below. No political decisions, guys. Be honest. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.